Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another video. Well, another watch along. My bad. Today I am knocking on my neighbor's door. I am knocking on my neighbor's door for some sugar, for some milk, for some food, bread, anything, brother. Please, Fulham. We're very close. Me and Fulham, us and Fulham, very close in proximity. Please, today we are asking a favor from you, our dear friend. Make this a Southwest London derby. Make this a London derby, man. Come on. This would be mad. Fulham versus Liverpool. They're 2-1 down from the first leg, but they put up a good fight. To be fair to them, they could have got a result. Maybe they could have gone 2-0 up. Liverpool are favourites. The lineup's on screen, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Girona are losing 3-0. Is that a league? Is that a league game? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. It is a league. No, it's Copa del Rey. Okay, maybe they've rested for that. I don't know. Copa del Rey, they're in a title race right now. They might just be trying to focus on that. That seems a bit weird from them to be losing by that scoreline. Matt Law is tweeting as well. Before we even get to the lineups, Matt Law is tweeting. Matt Law is talking. Okay. It seems like a certain striker is being linked again. Pre-deadline. Consider making pre-deadline bid for Aston Villa striker Duran. If they make that move, they are going to get cooked. And apparently, well, maybe we'll be swapping backup strikers. I have no idea. No idea. But people want Benzema. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? That's, it's not the most inspiring move of all time at all. They'll be getting cooked if they do that one, but let's see. Let's see. Nothing's happened yet. It's just rumored interest, rumored potential bid. We'll see what happens. Lineups are on screen. Benches are on screen. Liverpool going very strong. Callagher is in goal for this one. No Konate as well on the bench. Robertson's back from injury. He's on the bench. So it's Bradley, Van Dijk, Kwanzaa as well at centre back with Gomez, McAllister, Gravenberch, Elliott, Diaz, Gakpo, and Nunes in that team. So still a very, very strong team. Only a couple of changes to what you'd expect in the Prem. And they are winning. They are leading. So we'll see. First halves, Liverpool haven't been blitzing teams, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Fulham. They've not started games in a rush. But second half, they tend to get going, and that's when they tend to do damage recently. So like I said, I still think they're gonna win this. I do expect them to go through. I think if Fulham had maybe got something from Anfield and it was level pegging going into this game, I'd have a little bit more confidence. But they are trailing. They are gonna have to do something miraculous. But it's not out of the question. Do you know what I mean? It's still worth the watch, and it's still worth giving attention to. If Liverpool are 3 or 4-0 up, I wouldn't bother. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be asked. But it's close. We don't want Duran. When Stanley and Stewart out, push it, bruv. Duran is 20. Is that the striker you want? Yeah, I mean, listen, let's see. I'm not gonna get angry yet. We haven't actually moved. We haven't made the move. It's just like Benzema's right there. Benzema's right there. At least try and make that move. Come on. At least be aggressive. Let's try and get that one to happen. I don't want any more young players. You know how I'm feeling right now. I don't want any more young players unless they are absolutely the world's best young players. If it was an Mbappe or someone, I wouldn't say no, But outside of that, I'm trying to rebalance this squad personally, get some experience and leadership in there. But it appears maybe potentially we will be doing the complete opposite. So let's see. Let's wait to find out. Deadline day is on Wednesday. We figured that out on All You Can Eat Chelsea this morning. And deadline day is on the same day we play Liverpool at Anfield. And if the deadline is 11 o'clock, as it has been recently and as it usually is in the UK, then, we're a late kickoff. So we're going to have about an hour after the match against Liverpool to see if anything transpires, if it hasn't already. And then that'll be it, wrapped up. So I guess I'll do the watch along. And if there is expectations that a deal could be done, if it's a dead day and we know we're not doing nothing, then I'm not going to bother. But, if there's a deal to be done and just go into the last stages like Enzo last year, then I'll just stick around for the extra hour and wait for that window to close. Just depending on if anything is going to get done, if we're expecting anything to get done. If not, then it is what it is. Hopefully we've done it by then. It'd be great to have somebody going into that Liverpool game. Benzema, maybe, if we had him going into that game on a Wednesday night, that would be brilliant. Probably maybe not ready to start, but even off the bench. So Matt Law said the wages are too much for the club. The wages for me have been irrelevant. I've always said that because nobody in Europe can pay the wages. So if Benzema wants to leave the Saudi club in question, then he's going to have to drop his wages. That's a given. That's obvious. A blind man and his dog could figure that out. Do you know what I mean? Now, if he's going to have to come to an agreement with them to pay him off a percentage, or they're going to pay his wages on the loan, and they're going to take that hit as financially, or he's just going to lessen or lower his wages. It depends how badly he wants to leave. If he doesn't want to leave badly enough and he's not going to drop his wages, then he's not going to move. It doesn't matter if it's us, Man United, Arsenal, Real Madrid, PSG. No one is paying him 3 million or 3.5 million, whatever it is, per week. It's not going to happen. So if he wants to move, that's something he needs to sort over the weekend. It doesn't apply to us, really. If he was on maybe 300k or 250k, then maybe it would apply to us, because we know that we're a little bit, we're trying to keep together some sort of wage structure, and maybe we won't go higher than 200, and then someone else will go 250. We're not having that conversation right now. There's no Big Six tonight. No, it's never on a Wednesday. Never on a Wednesday. So yeah, we'll see. But we'll see. Maybe he just won't move. Maybe he just won't move. That might also just be the case. He might just not go anywhere. At the moment, nobody's moved for him, so it's not out of the question that he just doesn't go anywhere, and he just doesn't move, and he doesn't get what he wants. So we'll see. Robertson on the bench. Yeah, Robertson on the bench is massive. Absolutely not. We're not making top 4. Too late. Yeah, Robertson on the bench is big, man. I mean, this has been a massive, massive player to be missing for Liverpool down that left-hand side, giving you those crosses, those runs, overlapping. They've had to put Gomez over there. Gomez has done very well recently. I was big praise for him on the Big Six. Obviously got an assist over the last match, that cross to Nunes, I think it was, on the back post. And he's played multiple positions after that, after multiple big injuries, and he's playing extremely well, and he's doing a job. So Grizz was saying that Robertson can't even come straight back in. I don't know. You'd want to probably look after Robertson and ease him in, but I think once he is fully fit, I do think he'll go back in that left back slot. Maybe Gomez goes over to the right. Bradley's over there. Bradley's been doing well. So yeah, man, they got some options. They got some depth. So we'll see. Jota's on the bench again. He's been kind of eased back since injury. He's not started every game, even though he's prolific. So again, just probably is similar kind of situation Robertson will be in, just coming off the bench for a couple of weeks until until the Europa League rolls up again, and Premier League fixtures as well. So there's a lot to focus on. Potentially a final as well in February. So probably gonna take their time with him. A couple of youngsters there as well. On that bench. Looks like maybe Jones is even being rested along with Konate, because he's been brilliant recently. Elliot gets a chance. Trent could be back as well. Of course he will be, coming up to the Chelsea game soon, and of course Trent's not going to miss it. So there's no surprise. Salah, sure Salah will probably be back as well. They're saying Salah's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm sure Salah will find a way to make it back for the Chelsea game as well. I wouldn't even rule it out. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? We'll see what happens. The crazy wages still affect FFP. You're looking at a 10 million loan minimum. The thing is, right, the Saudi club don't need money, and Benzema isn't going to get his wages paid. So if they want him off the books that badly, and he's fallen out with the manager, and he's not coming to training, and they want him out of the club so they can focus on their own, targets and objectives, then they shouldn't really need a loan fee, because what is 10 million to them? We're talking about ridiculous wealth here, right? Stupid. These men are paying him 3 million a week. They don't need 10 million from us, or 5 million or whatever. For me, it's either he's leaving or he's not. There's no need to negotiate on price and loan fees and wages and all this. Either you keep him in your ranks and have him continue to disturb the peace, or you let him get out of the club ASAP and you come to some sort of agreement with the player. But there's no need for us to be paying anything. We don't need to pay wages. We don't need to look at paying a loan fee because they don't need the money. They just need the problem gone. And we can't afford it. And nobody else can. So for me, it's a pretty simple situation. It's either you're giving him to us or you're not. You know? So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. And if it's like, does he want to move badly enough as well? You know? I don't know, man. It's a strange one. But when you're dealing with a Saudi club and you're trying to, and there's a potentially, we haven't had this situation before. It's the first time this situation's happened. Everything so far has been one-way traffic. Players have just been going over to the Saudi league. They've been potentially sometimes overpaying for players. They've been overpaying on the wages. They've been throwing money at it. There's never been a situation until Henderson, actually, where a player is going the other way. Now, how much did Henderson leave for? Right? How much did Henderson leave for? How much did Ajax pay? Anybody know? How much did Ajax pay? Because this is like a big transaction. You know, this is a big player with a lot of pedigree, captain of Liverpool, former captain, leaving a Saudi club because he is wanting a move away. Hasn't happened before. You know, this is now the first player to break from the Saudi clubs and say, like, this is not for me. I don't want to be here. He signed for Ajax as a free agent on a free transfer, and he lessened his wages, right? They didn't pay anything. Ajax can't afford to buy Henderson from no Saudi team. Ajax can't afford to pay Henderson whatever money he was making. This is the situation with Benzema. Simple. You're either coming here for free or you're not. You're either terminating your contract or you're not. You're either lowering your wages or you're not. Like, there is no world where anybody in Europe is going to try to match or pay anything that you've been offered out there. What you're getting over there is not normal money. It doesn't matter if it's Henderson, Benzema, Ronaldo, any of these people over there. No one's paying you whatever you're making out there. That's a whole new world. You went over there because the money was crazy, because the money didn't make sense. When you come back here now, don't think things change. Nothing changes. The money over here is still the same as it was 6 months ago or a year ago. Nothing's changed. So you're either coming back or you're not. That's how I see it. But money is not the deciding factor in this. It's more about the players' determination and willingness to move. Henderson was absolutely desperate to get out, so he got out. If Benzema's that desperate to leave, then he'll leave. If he's not, then he won't. Simple. But ain't nobody going into no financial crisis over nobody in Saudi. So we'll see. Yeah, man was making 700k a week. I mean, it's mad. Absolutely insane money. Nobody was going to pay him, and he knows that. And Benzema, Benzema left Real Madrid to go to Saudi. Do you know how mad that is? Do you know how much money someone has to be paying you to leave Real Madrid to go there? Like, it's not normal money. It all depends on his preference. Where does he want to go? Who does he want to play for? That's the only thing that's important. All depends how close clubs are to the 3-year quota. Lost quota, 200k a week for 4 months could still be out of budget, even though that sounds crazy. It could be. Yeah. I mean, listen, everybody's been micromanaged and everybody's been worried about the FFP and the situation with the Premier League, with the results coming out of whether you broke rules or not. We obviously were fine. Some clubs were not. I think Nottingham Forest and Everton were the two teams that were in a bit of a pickle. We're good. I don't know our financial situation. You'd have to know the books. You'd have to know the people in charge of that. But, you know, if Broja is to go, and say if we was to make a normal demand of, say, 25, 30 million for him, right? And someone wants to come and pay that, then that money would cover the loan. You know, that money would cover Benzema's loan for sure. Definitely. Easily. And we'd be more than in profit, right? So, and that is the idea. You know, if Benzema comes in, you'd assume Broja's leaving. They've been trying to, you know, probably offer him out. You need to bring the asking price down. But if you get good money, pure profit, you're going to cover any loan on any wage of 200k or 250k or whatever. So this is not a problem. This is not a problem. It's not a problem. Right. Let's see. Good move for Ajax. Yeah, I was quite surprised to hear that he had record shirt sales. You think of all the like great Ajax players that they've brought through the academy, but obviously they haven't bought big names. You know, that's not what they do. So it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to a degree. It's mad. Would he go back to France? Yeah, Leon were interested. Obviously that's his former club. That's the club he started at when he was young, bursting onto the scene at 17 years old. Doing an incredible job in a very, very talented Lyon team. That's when they were good. They had ballers, him and Ben Arfa, two young, talented technical French players bursting onto the scene at once to, you know, try and spearhead this Lyon team into titles and Champions League latter rounds and all these things. Is that a full circle thing? Yeah, for sure. That is a full circle situation. That would be brilliant, I guess, for Lyon, because they're desperately, well, to be fair, Lyon, where are Lyon in the league? We know Ajax have miraculously found themselves in almost European places. I don't know how they've managed to go on this run since the sacking of their former manager, but now they're in like 6th. Lyon are 16th, so they're still struggling. Obviously, they sent Go Diego Go back to us on terminated his loan. 4 wins in 18, 10 defeats, 16th, 4 points off the bottom in a relegation battle. You know, it would be a story for the king to go home and save his team from relegation and, you know, whatever. But again, if he's going to go there, he's going to have to get rid of all of those wage demands. I think I don't know if it was the CEO or whoever is in charge of Lyon, they come out and said that his wages would help pay. I think it was what did they say? I can't remember the time frame, but they said his wages over a certain period of time would help pay for Lyon for an entire season. I don't know if that was his yearly wage, like his wages for a year would help pay for Lyon for a year. I can't remember, but yeah, it was basically, listen, don't even talk to us about Benzema because his wages are stupid. But again, if he wants to go back there, he won't ask for those wages. So we'll see, man. We'll see what he wants to do. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because they had Suarez, but I guess because he didn't come in as a big name, right? So he didn't come in as a big name, so it wasn't a big attraction. They obviously made him into a very talented technical player and then sold him to Liverpool, but there was never a dopamine moment for the fans to go rushing to buy the shirts. Like some people would have bought them just occasionally and sporadically, but there was no like unveiling of Suarez to say, right, everybody go and buy the shirts. He's an absolute superstar. If he was to go there, if he was to have gone there after his time at Atletico or after his time at Barca, but you could even say after Atletico, maybe say he wins the league for Atletico, scores, I don't know what it was, 17 goals in the league, really well for Simeone, and then just hangs it there and goes to Ajax from that moment, he would have broken all the records. So it's all about timing. Bro, I said the same thing to Miz. When this Saudi league thing started, I said, I'm going to wait. Calma. I'm not going to get too excited because I don't really know if it's really going to pop off like that. There's a lot of, it takes time. You can't cheat the process. You can't skip the process. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how many big names you bring in. You can't cheat the process. You can't cut the corners. To build a league of high standing takes time. You cannot skip time. This is not Football Manager. Do you know what I mean? You can't just go on holiday and come back and everything takes time. MLS taken time. Beckham went over there. Beckham went over there same way probably Ronaldo's gone to Saudi, similar situation, and they're trying to build the leagues, right? They're trying to leave legacy, or they've got ownership in or shares in certain things. Ronaldo's got an incentive to have them involved in the bid for the World Cup and all these, right? So it's just, there's a lot of things at play, right? There's a lot of deals to be done, money to be made for these rich people. You can't cheat the process. And when Ronaldo came out and said that it was better than League On, of course he's going to say that because this guy's got more. He's more than a player. It's just same as when Beckham went to MLS. They're not just players going over there. They're investors. They're stakeholders. They're shareholders. They're all these big things. Do you know what I mean? To the league, they're they're the first person to go over there and potentially kickstart it. You know, apart from like investing in grassroots and stadiums and facilities and all that stuff, you need someone to come over and buy in and say, yeah, I'm gonna fly the flag and say, yeah, I'm co-signing. Basically, Ronaldo's a co-sign. You know, Beckham co-signed. But this is gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of time. And I knew that. So it certainly wasn't gonna take a year. And I mean, have we even hit a year yet? When did this all really kick off? Last summer? Trying to remember. When did Ronaldo move? When did because Ronaldo was the first, you know, the first big one. When did he move? We had Neymar and everything. What was it? Yeah, it was last January, I think. Was it? Yeah. Yeah, because he fell out with United, Piers Morgan, Retete. Yeah. It's just after the World Cup. So what's it been? A year? A year. And already people are trying to leave. So, you know, it's kind of mad. It's kind of mad. And I'm intrigued because funnily enough, if you know, no one's talking about it, but nobody in this market, in this January window, there's no movement. There's no players going to Saudi. Have you noticed? We talk about how quiet it's been in the Premier League, right? Because maybe everybody's watching their accounts and their balancing books and whatnot. No Saudi club has come in like they did for Mitrovic, like they did for Neymar, for Ronaldo, for all these players, right? Henderson. No Saudi club in this January window has come in and said, "Give me him." Especially in a time period where the Premier League clubs are a little bit fragile and the Premier League clubs are a little bit, you know, worse for wear. Usually Premier League clubs are splashing money, setting records. You know, one club in Nottingham Forest is spending more than the whole of La Liga put together, right? This was a weak point for the Premier League this January window. It's quiet, it's dead, nobody's got money, no one's spending, no one's investing. You'd think that Saudi clubs would be going doubling down and bringing in more players. We've only heard Wan-Bissaka and Emerson Royale, and that's it. And they ain't even done. You know, if this was last January, them deals would have been done in 48 hours. We've heard about Almiron, but it's not done. You know, it's just links. Come on, man. This is Saudi. You got money. It should be done. What are we taking time for? So if they're not as aggressive this summer, this January as they was last year and last summer. They're not the same. It's not the same aggression. So I don't know, man. Maybe they're re-strategizing the same way China did. I don't know. It's interesting, but it's a serious switch in momentum for sure. They're not moving so aggressive, so we'll see what happens. But it's only been a year, man, and things are already calming down. They might have to sell him too because of FFP. I don't know. I don't know why Saeed's getting excited. I really don't. I haven't seen one link from Manchester United for Benzema today. So I don't know why he's getting so excited. Really, to be honest. My team's in the cup final. You know, I don't know about you. I know Martial's out for the rest of the season. I saw that on Mandem Talk. No Martial for the rest of the season. So it's just Højlund or bust up front. I don't hear any news on any players coming in, brother. So yeah, I don't know what you're laughing about, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Unless Benzema's going to Man United, then I'm not really sure what the laughter's about. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like both teams in the league are in a similar position, but one team's in a Wembley final and the other one's not. So I don't know what's going on. I think it's fair to say we're having the better season. If you want me to be really shameless, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So let's see. What's being said? You got yeah, listen, I went to a baseball game before I went to an MLS game. I don't know what I was doing at a baseball game, but we went to a baseball game when we was in New York. Bit of a slow burner. Don't think I'm going to be a baseball fan. Very, very slow burner. I do like the way, listen, I wouldn't want it in football because I think what we've got here is obviously unique to us, but I do like the whole, you know, not fanfare, but all of the kind of entertainment that goes on around the game. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the game's like a part of it, but you know, there's so much going on. The facilities are mad, the food, everything is great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a proper event. So I was at the baseball, but people be walking around and just doing all sorts of shit while that was going on. So it was all right. It was all right. But yeah, baseball, a bit of a slow burner, man. Bit boring. But I think definitely got to go to a basketball game. I've been to an NFL game, and that was in London. Obviously, Tottenham always hosting NFL games now. So I was at an NFL game back end of last year, which was, you know, again, very stop-start. It's very clear that they're very attention driven. You know, every minute of every moment in that event, they are trying to grab your attention. There is no moment for you to not be trying to do something, whether it's the big screen or, you know, play this game, and there'll be people on the screen trying to like get your attention. Cheerleaders, bro. There's always something got to be going on at every moment. There's a lot of stoppages, a lot of gaps. It's a very long game as well. It's like 3.5 hours or whatever it was. So yeah, I think basketball's probably next. That's probably something I've got to go and see live and see what that's like. But yeah, it was interesting anyway. What's Saeed saying, bruv? Why is he not covering this game? He's been scarred. Yeah, man. Ask him about Mason Mount, man. What's going on? Is he gonna be back soon? I'm trying to see something, bruv. What's going on? We didn't sell you our prized possession for you to not keep him, you know, healthy medically. Like, fix up. We sold you Money Mace. Like, you should. And then the number 7 shirt was given, the Cantona shirt, the Ronaldo shirt, and you man are not treating him right. This is our 2-time player of the year, Champions League winner, assister, GA getter, and this is how you're treating him. You should be ashamed of yourself. You know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous. And all we got out of it was pure profit. That's all we got out of it. How much you pay for him? 55 million? Pure profit. That's all we got for our star boy. And this is how you treat our star boy. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. We develop him, nurture, feed, clothe, build the brand. That is the MM7. And you take him from us because you're such a big club. We get Palmer. We get Cole Palmer for cheaper. So it's tough one to. It's a tough pill to swallow. You know, we get Man City's leftovers. You know what I mean? And then you take our star boy, and this is how you treat him. Well, he's wearing the number 7 shirt, right? So I assume he's a star boy. No? What's the question mark for? He's a star boy. He's wearing the number 7. They don't just give the number 7 to anyone at Man United. Last person to wear it is Ronaldo. Like, 7. Even Sancho got that chain snatched off him. And look at what he was doing in the Bundesliga. That brother thought he was going to come in and wear the 7, and they replaced him before he even kicked the ball. So, yeah, man, just do better. Oh, star man. Sorry, not star boy, star man. What is being tweeted, man? What is being tweeted on this Big Six account? Who is being shameless? Of course, it's Saeed. It's Saeed TV. Let's just see a bit more extension on this report. Given the age and relatively low wages, Duran would fit the profile of signings under Egbali and Bowie control more than Benzema, who is being offered to clubs on loan until the end of the season. These lot have got to be tapped in the head if this is true. They've got to be tapped. I'll wait. You know what I mean? I'll wait. Maybe just maybe it's not true. Quad, we shall. Hey, one game at a time. Yeah, as the Europa League draw. Who have you got in the Europa League next round? I don't think that draw's even taken place because there's got to be playoffs, isn't it, for who dropped out of the Champions League? So yeah, quad is a big word. You know what I mean? And every time somebody says it, every single season, it goes left. Shameless, maybe to say it's a real quad because of the Europa League in there. But even if you do get it done, it'd be incredibly impressive. So I'm not going to take that away from you. But please show some respect. My team is in the final. Get past Fulham first, and then you have us in the final. Let's not disrespect. I think the last 5 games or 6 games we've played have all been draws. They've either had to be decided on penalties, which is potluck, or they've just been draws. So let's not count cups that you haven't won. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yeah, everybody's quad runs, man. Everybody be doing quad runs. They never come to a good end. So there's no point. Just take it game by game. Premier League in itself will be tough enough. You guys have won it one time. You know where Man City are. You know who they got. You know what they're on. So this whole quad talk, the Premier League is not finished. Premier League is going to be a long slug. It's going to be, you're taking the title potentially off the 3 times in a row winners, treble winners of last season, who are just getting De Bruyne back. Haaland will be back. Let's not get ahead of yourselves there. That Premier League is going to be rough end to the race. Yeah. Can anybody point me towards the evidence that suggests that this is correct? I've been told on Twitter multiple times yesterday that when Man United got to the final, I was bantering them saying it's just the energy drink cup. These just don't sound like words that would come out of my mouth. You must be confusing me with a different content creator. I always respect trophies. I've said it. In fact, I'm pretty sure last season I was very high in praise for Ten Hag. When Potter was moving mad and we were bringing in Lampard, I said the type of manager that we kind of need right now is a Ten Hag, someone who's being a bit more pragmatic and just getting results and keeping Manchester United standard at a certain level. He's been very ruthless with Ronaldo. He's made sure that he's going to abide by his principles and his rules. Obviously, that went extremely left this summer when he decided to abandon his principles of Ajax and continue to play trash football, which I wasn't expecting. But I was very, very full of praise for Manchester United winning the trophy. Did I say that you had a fortunate run to the final? Yes. But I'm not the one to turn down or turn a nose up at trophies. That's just not my my plan. I always say that trophies are a must. Always. If anything, I think I had to convince some Man United fans to actually enjoy the trophy. Like, you won a trophy. What are you complaining for? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think this was my language. This is my lingo. I really don't. I think some people are waffling. I think you've confused me with other people. I think you really are. I'm always because you know why? It's not me. I'm always referencing to our Carling Cup win in the Mourinho season, where he just came to the club and Roman obviously was in charge. And I always reference the fact that Carling Cup was very important to us because it went on for us to win the league, but it also set the expectations for trophies and success. And it was the first one to get ticked off the list. So it ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Is it ideal to be live there too? FA Cup and League Cup. Hold on a second. Oh, side dishes to major. I think, listen, if you're one of those clubs that are going for a Premier League, like legitimately going for a Premier League, or you're going for a Champions League legitimately, which Manchester United wasn't last year, right? And we're not this year. If you're one of those clubs, then okay, they are side dishes. Let's not lie. There's a pecking order here. However, we're not, and Man United weren't. So if you're not involved for those 2 major trophies, you've got to pick up something. It's better to pick up something than nothing. That's always been the rules. Do you know what I mean? If you can't pick up a Premier League or a Champions League, which only 2 teams can win, and it tends to be the top teams, right? It's not going to be no shock, really. You know, when was the last time? When was the last time somebody won the Champions League that kind of like out of nowhere type thing? It tends to be pretty clear that they're gonna go far in the latter rounds and they're gonna do damage. Premier League, it's not even worth the conversation. Whoever wins the Premier League, you know, they tend to put, you know, set pace from the get-go. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult. So you have to respect these cups. If these cups weren't here, we'd be screwed. You know, you gotta pick up these cups. That's why I was fuming when we lost to Liverpool those 2 times. Makes a big difference to the way a season's reflected upon. You know, if I could have told you that Tuchel would have won a Champions League, a Club World Cup, a League Cup, and a FA Cup in 2 years, roughly, no, less than 2 years, 18 months. If I could have told you that, you would have been like, rah, 4 trophies in 18 months. The only thing he's missing is the Premier League. In 18 months, he's won the Champions League, the Club World Cup, the Super Cup, right? We won that. The Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So the only thing missing is the Premier League in 18 months. But he lost 2 finals on penalties and then sanctions and etc. And that's football can go like that left in a minute. But you know, if things go a different way, someone doesn't sky their penalty and Lukaku's onside goal is given, the script is different. I think Klopp only then completed the set that season because Klopp had not won an FA Cup, I don't think, in his time at Liverpool until that season. And how long has he been here? 7 years. So, and we know he's only won 1 Premier League. So Tuchel was 1 Premier League potentially. Like if that had all gone, it would have been 1 Premier League away from equaling Klopp in 18 months. How stupid is that? now he's sacked and now he's struggling at Bayern Munich. His stocks are at an all-time low. But it's very fine margins in football. Very fine margins. And now he's in big trouble. You know? And that's whilst beating Zidane, beating Pep 3 times, and it's mad. But life change. Life change. He's in big trouble now. Of course. People trying to rewrite history. It's the same thing with Hazard. People trying to rewrite history. Like when he wasn't in this league, people weren't shitting themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like he didn't start at 18, 17 at Lille. Then people talk about longevity, right? Rooney. Imagine some people mention longevity with Rooney because he ended his career at 31. He started at 16. If a player starts at a high level at 21 and another one starts at 18, and then one finishes at 31 and one finishes at 34, it's the same career. It's the same career. But it's normal to get to the top level 21, 22 for some. It's normal to do that. It's not normal to be kicking ball at the top level at 17, 18. Winning League On. I'm not talking about just kicking ball. I'm talking about spearheading your team to a title against PSG or whoever was meant to be dominating. It wasn't Lille. Yeah. Saying publicly, I'm joining a Champions League winner at that age. Ain't nobody saying that. Ain't nobody got the goal to say that. It's more normal to do it at 21, 22. And then, you know, with modern day sports science, go to 34, 35. But same time period. I would say he only had, I'd say, obviously for Real Madrid, no good seasons, right? So we're talking about 28 years old is when he was kind of at his peak and kind of tailed off. But if we're talking about Chelsea, only had 1 bad season. Just the 1 bad season for me. 1 bad season. His first season was fantastic. Ridiculous. He had 1 bad season. And that was a bad season. Don't get me wrong. Shocking season. It was absolutely horrendous. This brother didn't turn up until April against Liverpool at Anfield and scored a mad solo goal. And it was Willian that was basically holding it down with set pieces, free kicks. We finished 10th that season. everybody was arse, but he was even more arse, like out of shape, not serious, just poor. But then he won the league the year after, so we forgive and forget. Let's see. It's very true. It's very true. Klopp could have had 3 titles. It's very true. It's fine margins. And this is why he's a top manager. There's no running away from that. I mean, I didn't have him to be in a title race like this season. I think a lot of Liverpool fans probably felt the same. But you got to hold your hands up and be like, this guy is in a title race. And I don't even think Liverpool are at their best. Like they're doing very well. The centre backs are solid. Konate, but they haven't had Robertson. You know, Timikas, who's a decent player, they haven't had. So they've been a bit imbalanced in that respect. So Boslai has been decent to good at times this season, but he's nowhere near the level that you'd want to expect from him long term. McAllister's basically shackled in that 6. He's not been able to showcase his highest level yet. They haven't got a 6 apart from Endo, and he didn't cost much. So this is not even Liverpool at their peak, you know. But they're top, and you got to give a lot of credit to that. But he does have to finish off the job. You know, you don't want to, much like Tuchel, you know, for those cup finals, you don't want to look back and think what could have been. You got to try and finish off the job, even though those margins are fine. You want to come out on the right side enough times. Salah shouldn't be leaving Liverpool with 1 Premier League title for all of that legacy that's been set. Be insane if that was the case. Ridiculous. So same with Van Dijk as well. I think even 2 Prems is peak, but you know, 1 is just disrespectful. Let's see. I'm just interested to see, like, Klopp and Pep, when are they going to leave? You know, when are they going to leave, man? I think Klopp, you know, unfortunately, Klopp seems rejuvenated this year. In terms of he seems like he's ready to go again. And when I say go again, I mean go on another 5-year run minimum, you know, with this group. When they say that the Liverpool 2.0, it's not done yet. Van Dijk is still, you know, he's not going to do the entire stint of the 2.0. Salah's not going to do the entire stint of the 2.0. So it's not over yet. And they're 2 absolutely huge players. They'll need replacing for 2.0 to be fully in motion. But yeah, he looks like and it's, do you know what's scary is that him and Pep, it's like Wenger and Ferguson to a degree, and obviously then Mourinho came in and shaked it up a little bit, but it's like they enjoy each other's company a bit too much for my liking. There's never been enough spite there. They're not stressing each other out enough, it doesn't feel like. So they might just both just agree to go in this back and forth for the next minimum 5, 6, 7 years. You know, it might be 20, 30 before we see these 2 bow out. They might even bow out at the same time, you know. Might see those little chess, Klopp and Pep chess images with those 2 sitting alongside each other. When are they going to leave? When are they going to leave? So I don't know, man. Mutual respect for sure. My prediction for this game, I've gone with a Liverpool. I said before we started, I do think Liverpool are going to win. They've got the firepower on the bench with Jota. Nunes is in good form. They've got Jota there if they need him. Konate if they need him. Robertson, maybe he might get some time, maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna say that I think Liverpool will get the job done. Maybe another 2-1 win or something. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with, a 2-1 Liverpool win. Hopefully I'm wrong. You know, hopefully Fulham coming in absolutely blam them. That would be brilliant because I don't want to see Liverpool in the final. But we will be there. Do you think 2-2? Thing is, Liverpool defensively, Van Dijk's been on point this season. Konate on point. I know he's not in the team today. Kwanzaa's looked good when he's come in. I don't know. They did cause some problems for them, but like it was moments. It wasn't like relentless. It was a couple of moments that they just didn't capitalize on. Reed on the right could have squared it. Maybe I don't know. He tried to square it. Maybe he could have. Did he? Did he try to square it or did he shoot? I think he might have shot wide or something. I'm not sure. We'll see. There's Willian out there. There's a few players that you could maybe look to and say Fulham can pull something together. If let me ask something. If it's a say it's a 1-0 Fulham win, is this going to extra time or straight to penalties? I'd love for it to just go straight to extra time. But I'm pretty sure, unless they've changed it, I'm pretty sure extra time is usually what happens, but I don't know. Straight to penalties? It used to be extra time, so maybe they've changed it. If they've changed it, then fair enough. But from what I remember, it used to be extra time. Yeah, to play. So it's either been changed or it hasn't. Oh dear. People are not taking this very, very well, as expected. Maybe I'll have to do a video on this tomorrow for tomorrow morning. Duran's highest goal scoring season in his career is 8 goals in 27 games in the MLS. Apparently, he has discipline issues on the pitch. I'm not aware. Be interested, like what outside of just my disappointment, anger, and desperateness for Benzema, like what do the scouts actually see in this player? What are they presenting on the PowerPoint presentation to say this is the player we should be going in for? Like who have they convinced? How have they convinced that this is the move? Very, very confused, man. Very strange. And Matt Law, the same journalist, has said that Benzema has been offered out on loan to other clubs. So again, if he's been offered out on loan to other clubs, I'm assuming wages are covered. And it's just, go for 6 months, go sort yourself out, and then come back, and we'll have another conversation about the situation. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why we keep hearing that financially we can't do the Benzema deal, because I really don't see how finances can really come into this. What finances? Anyway, players are just walking out now about 3 minutes from kickoff. Fulham crowd showed up. Rightly so, yeah. They have showed up. It looks like a great atmosphere as they're walking out. It's a semi-final. Please take him. He's wild. Is this an Aston Villa fan? What's he done? Why is he wild? Very, very, very odd. Very odd move if it happens. I'm sick of it personally. got enough project strikers to be on the list. But hey, no, it is not a smoker's cough. You'd not catch me smoking, that's for sure. Yeah, man. Anyway, let's see. I'll probably talk about it in a video tomorrow. We're gonna see. I'll gather to a video up for that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's get the timer on screen because we will be kicking off in a minute, and I'm never ready. Hopefully, this is a good game. At least Fulham need to take the lead. At least give it something. If Liverpool score first, maybe heads drop, and it becomes one of those games. So I desperately need Fulham to score first if we're gonna have anything in this game. If it was a great game and it was 0-0, but just no one could hit a barn door, and it just stayed at 0-0 for a while, but it was back and forth. That still leaves Fulham in this tie. Just can't afford to concede first. They just can't afford. We'll probably see the back of them if that's the case. Might get blamed. All right, timer. Robertson having a good season. About to kick off. There we go. Kicked off. We shall see. Come on, Fulham. Please, Fulham. Chat shit get blamed. Right. We are in. Under a minute gone. Let's see what these lot are, what they're capable of today. Liverpool got a free kick in a good position. It's going to be interesting to see what these lot are capable of. And I think Elliot's going to swing it. Yeah, Elliot's put the ball in. Header. Just out for a goal kick. Just out for a goal kick. We're all Fulham fans today. Indeed. Is Taremi gone to Inter? Is that deal done? Is it? It's mad how these Italian teams haven't been more aggressive on bringing him in. Even last summer, I don't know what the hold-up's been, to be honest. Yeah, the lineups were on screen earlier. You missed it. The lineups were on screen before. Bradley, McAllister cleared it. I think Nunes might be playing up front. And Gakpo maybe in midfield alongside Gravenberch. And then Diaz on the left, Elliott's on the right. It's a bit different to what I have it or had it listed as, but I think that's the way it's looking. I think Diaz is on the left. They've got Gakpo in midfield with Gravenberch. So ball comes into the box. Robertson clears. Elliott, he's miskicked it. William, come on. Elliott's clipped it. Nice. Well done. We just need Fulham defensively to be on point. Comments are going to, confidence is going to go through the roof if it's Fulham that progress. I mean, I definitely back us against Fulham every day of the week. I think we've done one of the few teams we've actually done the double over in recent times. We've done the double over them this season. If we didn't play Fulham, if we played Fulham in the final and we didn't win that, then that's some serious bottle job shit right there. And then anybody who started calling him Spursy and bottle job, I'd have to just accept. Just have to accept it. I can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all. Can't lose to Fulham in the final. Here's Diaz. It's right up there when Arsenal lost to Birmingham in the final. Wigan beat City. It can't happen. I mean, when we played Everton in the final of the FA Cup, I think Zaha scored inside like 50 seconds or something. I was worried in that day as well. Thought it was gonna be a long day, but managed to come back, win 2-1. I think Lampard scored an absolute screamer, left foot. When you're heavy favourites for a cup final like that, you must deliver. We lost to Leicester, to be fair, as well. That was a decent Leicester team, to be fair. Obviously, they were in Champions League, I think, the year before, won the league and whatnot, but that was rough as well. Just can't be losing them games. Here's Van Dijk. Diaz. It's all Liverpool so far. They've started very serious. Diaz, brilliant play, man. Found Bradley on the right. Ball in. Terrible cross. Terrible cross. Wow. That's a big Mazzoline, bro. Absolute madness. But welcome back. Welcome back, brother. That's crazy. That Tielemans goal haunts me. Well, welcome back, brother. Yeah, that Tielemans goal was insane, man. That Tielemans goal was insane. It looks like we won't be getting our money on Kepa. Shock. We should have put an obligation to buy in that loan. Maybe they wouldn't have taken it then, but they were desperate because Courtois was out of an ACL, and if we had just gone with the book value, fee needed to balance everything after so many years of paying him his big contract and whatnot. Just ask for the bare minimum in that obligation. They probably still would have not taken it, to be fair. And they're probably not stupid enough to take it, but he's not going to be leaving. Done himself no favors out there on loan. Shot wasn't really on. Come on, Willian. He's taking that down well, Jimenez. Go on. Come on. Keep it. Nice. Great ball. Out to Reed. Brilliant. Give him the overlap. Well done. Great pass. Unlucky. Corner for Fulham. Well done. Good play. Out for a corner. Castaigne, Belgium fullback. Andreas with the corner. Corner comes in. Oh, you got to hit the target. He's run onto this and he's a free man. I don't know how he's run onto this unmarked. Nobody's anywhere near him in this box. He's just got loose. Who's meant to be marking him? He's just had a free run. He's not connected with it. He's not connected with it the right way. It's a brilliant chance, though. I think it was Paulinho. What a chance. Sorry, not Paulinho. Who was that? Running onto that. Don't think it was him. But yeah. Was it Paulinho? Brilliant opportunity. Damn. You don't get nice chances like that. I don't know how he was unmarked. You know me, I'm not a fan of zonal marking. I don't know if that's what's at play here, but I'm really not a fan of zonal marking. Never have been. Never have been. But that was a strange one. Very strange situation there. It's a shame nobody has money to come in for Paulinho in this window, because I feel like, especially Liverpool, I think if they got a Paulinho in this window, I would have said that the title was looking pretty damn nice for them. You know, I think that was the one thing that if they brought him in, it would have just helped, obviously, them in terms of balance, but also I think McAllister would have just thrived, even sitting alongside him in a double pivot. I think it would have been mad. Set pieces as well. Obviously, we saw him there, but he's scored a few headers and he's a threat. Just adds to Van Dijk, Konate, Trent deliveries. Could have been crazy. Then you got him and Endo. Would have been a madness. It doesn't seem like Liverpool got the money for this, or FSG don't want to spend the money. It's Gravenberch. Oh, go on. Come on. Get the ball forward. Nice. Play it into Willian. Willian, left side. Come on. Robinson on your overlap. Nice. Ball in. Nice. Oh, what save, Kelleher. He's done well. I think if he doesn't get anything on that, then it might fall to somebody. But really good play from Fulham. Just getting in front of Nunes. They just attacked with speed, very direct, intent. Unfortunate with the cross. They're starting to come back into the game last couple of minutes, though. This is good. This is better. Yeah, Robinson's doing well this season, man. Robinson's doing well. He was at Wigan when Reece James was out there on loan. So he's been around for a while. Feels like he could, I don't know, he could be a sneaky one. He feels like the kind of player that Liverpool would have signed if they didn't have Robertson. You know, when they signed Robertson from Hull City, and he was kind of like under the radar, low key, but they knew exactly what they were getting him for, and he didn't cost much either. I think he cost like 8 million or something. This guy feels very similar. You know, you'd pay, I don't know, you probably have to pay a lot more than that in in this market and these times, but it feels like a very Liverpool type signing. Big switch. Diaz. Shit. Diaz. Oh, come on, the keeper, man. You've got to do better than that. Fucking hell, man. Oh, this is just an absolute howler from everybody involved in that Fulham defense. The goalkeeper, the right back. Ridiculous, man. How have they allowed this to go in? How have they not won the first ball there? The right back's so weak, fragile. And then the shot has no real power in it. Venom in it, Leno in goal. How have you let that through? I don't understand. This switch here from, I think, is it Bradley on the right-hand side? He switches it. It's just a, you know, it's not straight to Diaz's feet. He's had to fight for it. The defender is just so fucking weak. And then the shot. I mean, how has Leno allowed that to go in at his near post? Look, what's the right back doing, man? I don't know who I'm more angry at. Oh, the goalkeeper as well. I mean, it's just, you don't even know who to assign more blame to. I know it's taken a bit of a deflection, but you got a hand to it, man. Come on. It's a cup semi-final, for fuck's sake. This is why you don't play for Arsenal anymore. So weak. It's where the right back's weak. The goalkeeper's weak. Come on, man. Even Marco Silva's raising his eyebrows like, what do you want me to do about that? How are you allowing Diaz to win an aerial duel, chest it down? It's not even like he's had to jump for it, head it, and then, you know, it goes where it goes, and at least you competed. You've allowed this man to chest the ball down, carry on his attack. Goalkeeper's had a mare. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. 12 minutes in as well. God. And I said earlier, I don't think Fulham can afford to concede the first goal, and it's exactly what they've gone and done. Oh my days. It wasn't like one of them Trent switches where it's just like, I think Neville's spoken about it on the overlap or something, how grateful he was to have was it Ferdinand next to him, because when you're a fullback and you don't know what's behind you and you're having to look for the weight of the pass and the aerial, the kind of aerial direction it's going in, and you're caught in two minds. And I get all that, but that's not what that was. That's not what that was. It was just, what I mean? You saw it. You knew where Diaz was. He was right on you, bro. It's not like as if man was on your blind spot or anything. He's right there. Aye, aye, aye. Took a double deflection. Got a hand to it though, man. You get a hand to it. You got to be stronger to tip that wide. Why are you sweating? I don't want to play Liverpool, bruv. You do realize, like, if we play Liverpool again, it would be great for a spectacle. But I don't know. If we play Fulham, like, we're under a lot of pressure, because if we don't beat Fulham, that's the ultimate bottle job, and it's just embarrassing. If we play Liverpool, we're still under a lot of pressure because we've lost 3 times in a row. I know it's not under this manager with this group of players, but just for the fan base, we've lost to them twice in a row, literally on penalties in cup finals. So we can't really be losing 3 times in a row. It's just a lot of pressure. There's pressure anyway in a cup final, but just the pressure's mad. The pressure's mad. Six final defeats in a row. Can't happen, man. Can't happen. So I'd rather be under pressure against Fulham, because I think we'd beat them comfortably, and know that we're under pressure to beat them as we're expected to. I'd rather take that than Liverpool, because Liverpool obviously are more than capable of beating us. I'm in the top of the league, so to lose to Liverpool again would just be disgusting. Oh dear. But yeah, I would like revenge. I would like revenge though, for sure. I mean, Poch maybe needs revenge on Klopp for the Champions League final. We need revenge on Liverpool. But the only reason why I'm like not sure if the revenge thing's going to play a part, because the whole squad for us is different. So I don't know if they felt that pain. They weren't there for it. If it was the same group of players, the revenge thing would probably stick out a lot more. It's more the fans, more so than this group of players. This group of players haven't played Liverpool in a final, so I don't know. Here's is it Gomez? Now Elliot. Liverpool bopping it now. Elliot again. McAllister. Oh, brilliant play from Liverpool. Brilliant play. Elliot now. If this got finished off. Liverpool in their bag. Gravenberch ruining the move. But yeah. Sorry, was it Gakpo ruining the move? Not Gravenberch. And yeah, the whole yeah. And I'm sure Salah will be back. Come on, Willian. I haven't given up yet. It's 3-1. It's not good, but it's not over. If Liverpool score again, it's done. It's done. 1 goal for Fulham and they're back in it, and there's a chance. If Liverpool score a second, it's finished. Absolutely finished. Finished. But yeah, this Kwanzaa looks good, man. Has he come through from your academy, or did you sign him on the cheap from someone else's? Like, is he from your academy? He looks good. Haven't seen a bad game from him yet. Here's Gomez. It's good as well. Good for Liverpool, to be fair, because they were having an issue at centre back, because obviously Matisse mad injury prone. Gomez was as well, and still got to be skeptical on that. So they needed a centre back. From the academy. Yeah. He looks He looks good. Here's Diaz. Gomez again. It's not how I wanted this to go in the first 18 minutes of this game, man. I feel like there's a maturity in this Liverpool team that they didn't have last year. And yeah, it's tough to see how they'd bottle it from here. But one more goal and it's really wrapped. It's really finished. Diaz. How is his right back? Is it Castaigne? Castaigne. That's it. Bruv, that Castaigne, brother. Yeah, he's not it. He's not it. He's the reason why I thought Belgium should just ditch fullbacks altogether. Just play centre backs at right back, which I'm pretty sure they actually tried with Alderweireld at right back one time when Vermaelen used to actually be fit, and then you had Vertonghen who could play left back, and you had Vincent Kompany. Pretty sure at some point that was a thought process to just play four across the four, because these fullbacks are finished in Belgium, man. Oh, Diaz, that's poor. These fullbacks are finished in Belgium. He's absolutely awful. Liverpool in control now. Yeah, the hate-alongs are... it's tough. But, you know, it's early days. I mean, last year... Oh, Nunes. Oh, he's not got that right. Last season, I didn't start the rival watch-alongs until January. And we know that January to May is the business end of the season. So this is when it really counts. You know, we've been warming up until this point. We've been warming up. I was there for that Arsenal downfall, you know, and we will be there. We will be there. I'm not afraid to say that this watch along in particular, yes, it is a hate along. I don't usually do hate alongs, but this one in particular, when you could be playing us in the final, it could be Fulham. I am not gonna lie, there is a clear agenda this evening. There is a clear and obvious agenda this evening. This directly impacts me. You are gonna go to the final against my team, so yes, I'm gonna be up front and say this is a massive hate along. Fulham in possession. Yeah, Liverpool right now, they look good. Van Dijk's chilling. Kwanzaa's chilling as well. It's a good bit of defending again. Castaigne. Oh, he's gone straight in. It's offside. And this is a team that could bring on Jota in the second half and kill the game if they wanted to. It's not good reading. McAllister. Do Liverpool play? Who did they play in the FA Cup? Because obviously it's FA Cup weekend, so obviously we play Friday against Villa. Man City play Tottenham. Who do Liverpool have in the FA Cup before they play us? Obviously on Wednesday. I'm just trying to get a thought for their schedule coming up. Norwich. Is it at home or is it away? Norwich. That doesn't sound very difficult. Where in Norwich? That doesn't sound very complicated. that sounds like a gimme. I haven't heard much about Norwich this season. Norwich are in the Championship, but they are 8th. Okay, so it's not all doom and gloom. They're not doing too badly. They're in 8th. Couple points off the playoffs. Not bad. Are they at home though? Oh shit. Forget it. So Liverpool at home. Okay, forget it then. Forget it. I mean, if Liverpool were away, they'd smoke them probably, but at home, it's not even worth even bothering with. They're gonna rest players probably if they want to. Yeah. Yeah. I thought they were going to was it Carrow Road? Thought they were going over there and let's be having them. You know, that speech was gonna start and whatnot. There's no Luis Suarez. I thought, maybe we could cook up something. Even, cook up a difficult game where he's got to use the subs and some of the senior players getting a run around and but nah, it's at Anfield and it's a long day. Long day. Nah, I'm not doing watch along for that. No. We will not be there. We will not be there. You want Gomez rested. Maybe Robertson might get some minutes in that game against Norwich. Might start. Here's Willian. Fulham right now. Like I said, next goal is the killer, right? So I think Fulham are just biding their time, maybe trying to hang in there because Liverpool looking very confident, in control, bopping it about, playing brilliant passes through the lines, and everybody's looking on point and just confident. Yeah, man, everybody's looking good. So, it's nearly 2-0. Oh, shit. That was close. Gakpo on the end of an Elliott cross. Goalkeeper is in no man's land. Again, Eleno looking very shaky today. Yes, it smells like a 2-0 very soon. I can smell something. And it's not good. He was onside as well. It's a great run, timed it to perfection. And to be honest, I think Gakpo has actually just hit him. Leno's got to it, and he's just fumbled it, and it's gone hit Gakpo in the shoulder or whatever and gone over the bar. It's not looking good. It's not the same Leno that was at Anfield, who looked very competent. And this is very shaky Leno today. And we can't have a shaky keeper. Come on. Right, Leno out now, left side. Nice, well done. Good play. Gonna switch out. Nice. Robertson, Willian. Dorin, unlucky. Gomez is cleared. Oh, proper fight going. Free kick. Listen. Everybody should want an easy draw. You don't get credit for beating top teams and then losing when it was one too many. No one cares. I'm only interested in winning trophies, and I'll take them shamelessly. If we get to play favorable teams the whole way, I'm gonna take it. Same applies to Champions League. I don't go into Champions League in previous seasons saying, "Oh, give me the toughest team." I don't want the toughest team. Give me the easiest team. Give me the easiest team. Let the tougher teams knock themselves out, and I'll go further. Like, I'm not here for this. I'm not here for this foolishness, bruv. I thought that was 2-0, but I just switched it. It's offside. Offside. So what happened was 1-2, and then it is offside, but is it not just a fantastic ball clipped over the top? I think from Gravenberch, and then Nunes hit the post, and then Diaz followed it in. Winning the right way. I don't care about winning the right way. I don't give a damn. Here's Willian. Win by any means necessary. That's what I'm about. Here's Willian again. Left side, especially because we're not at our best. You know, like if you're talking to me as a Chelsea fan in 2008 or 9 with our peak team, yeah, bring on the best teams because my team's sick. My team's my team's full of leaders. My team's full of match winners. My team's full of captains for their nations. My team is strong on set pieces. My team is to be feared, pragmatic, good on set pieces, physical, strong, quick, everything. My team's ready for battle. I'm not gonna be showing chest and saying bring all the bad bitches over here. My team is weak. My team is at its worst stage in its history. My team is mid-table. I'm not trying to buck up against the best right now. I'm just trying to win. Get out of here with a win and go home. I don't mean no harm. 100%. You have to know when you're not at your very best. Do you know what I mean? You have to know when your team's not at the very best and try and maximize from the situation. So this is not the time. Not the time. No team. I'm just seeing this comment in the chat. I don't know who's been compared to Prime Barca, but there's since Prime Barca played ball, no team has eclipsed or looked like Prime Barca since Prime Barca played. No team. I lived it, breathed it, loved it. Prime Barca were on different smoke, and nobody has come close to playing that level of football. Not anybody. None of these City teams, nothing. Here's Diaz, good save. The only time I could say I was just as entertained maybe was you could say that front three of MSN for Barca. It wasn't that type of football, but it was ridiculous to see those front three. You know, that's something you do on FIFA to see Suarez, Neymar, and Messi in the same front three. It's very, very career mode-esque. Like it was just dumb how it was stupid how technically gifted those guys were. And then you had like a Rakitic behind them, and you know, it wasn't the same as the Barca, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, Messi. It wasn't that, but it was fun. It was fun. But Prime Barca is Prime Barca, can't be touched. Like you would actually just watch Prime Barca and just smile. You know, even when they were cooking your own team, you just had to stand up and applaud. You couldn't even be angry because it's like, how do you stop them from doing rondos around you? Like them are doing rondos, like they're just literally doing 3, 4, 5 triangles and just it's just stupid, man. And then if you do close the triangle down, they're carrying the ball past you, no problem. Whether it's Iniesta, whether it's Xavi, Busquets, Dani Alves, Messi, any of them are capable of dribbling past you. You just couldn't stop them, man. They, you know, now we talk about players. We say, oh, this player is a great passer, but he's not a great ball carrier. This player is a good ball carrier, but he can't pass. You know, this person can't scan. This person can. This team, everybody could do everything. Everybody could do everything. It was just nasty. Nasty. It was PlayStation football. That's how I describe it. It was, you know, you've got you know, tele broadcast camera, and it's PlayStation football. That's what it is. Oh, good save from Callagher. Is that not gonna go out for a corner? Liverpool doing well defending there. Now they're gonna hit them on the break. Nunes on the good tackle, big tackle. Because I'm saying, listen, if he doesn't get that right, he's in trouble. He's in big trouble if he doesn't get that right. Brilliant timing, especially with Nunes running in at that pace behind. Well done. Defended the transition. Done very well. Yeah. Hansi Flick's Bayern Munich was ruthless as well. They were. I would say they were more of like a machine. You know, there's different ways to do it, but they were a machine. You know, they were powerful. Gnabry, Sane, and you know, Lewandowski, and yeah, it was different, but it was very machine-like, very factory. You know, very conveyor belt actions. It's mad. It was just functional. You know, and they were peppering people as well. So they were good. There's been great teams. Some people have their preferences, but there was for me, Pep's Barca just that team was just total football. But yeah, you could point to that Hansi Flick team. Maybe you could point to what else? Who else could you point to? Actually, there was a team that someone mentioned in the chat. Nice little who was it? I can't find it now. It's a good reference though. Oh, Fulham coming forward. Someone said Arteta's Arsenal. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be disrespectful. Yeah, this is it. I think this was it. Obviously the Real Madrid Champions League three-peat was stupid as well. By the time they got to the third one, they weren't even celebrating anymore. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. These guys were winning Champions Leagues just back to back to back, and they weren't even celebrating the last one. I swear to you, they were not celebrating the last one. But yeah, Mourinho's Real Madrid, to be specific, on a league campaign, the counters were stupid. And you know, again, to have Ozil, Ronaldo, you know, all in the same team as well, very dumb, very, very career mode, very ridiculous. But Real Madrid do that anyway. You know, they're Galacticos at the end of the day. That's what they do. They always build FIFA teams, so it's not even a thing. But yeah, madness. Kaká, Ronaldo in the same team was brilliant. Loved it. What did you guys prefer? Did you prefer? Oh, good save. Did you prefer Benzema, Bale, Ronaldo? Would you say over Mourinho's Ozil, Ronaldo, Higuain was in that too with Benzema. I think Kaká was involved in there as well. MSN for me is the best. I'm not even gonna like, which Real Madrid did you prefer? I'm not even gonna bring up MSN because MSN was clear. I did like Benzema, Bale, and Ronaldo, but I felt like MSN was more team oriented. I felt like MSN was more friendship based in terms of like the chemistry was stupid. They were all playmakers, but they were all goal scorers, but they all had skill. They were all entertainers. They would take, you know, their Cruyff penalties, and you know, they just loved playing with each other, and it was just seamless. And it didn't feel like anybody cared about their individual stats too much. Whereas I did feel like Benzema, I felt like Ronaldo and Bale were sometimes going up against each other a little bit. And Ronaldo was trying to hold on to the crown, which he obviously did. And Bale was the new kid on the block, you know, trying to make sure that he was, you know, showing his worth. And Benzema was trying to knit it all together. It didn't feel as oh yeah, Di Maria as well. Yeah, Di Maria needs his flowers. That's very true. Di Maria needs his flowers. He was brilliant. He was brilliant at Real Madrid as well. MSN just felt very seamless. Very, very seamless. 36 minutes. It's just funny how it all worked out. You had Bale, Ronaldo, physical specimens, obviously technically ridiculously gifted, could give you headers, powerful strikes, free kicks, but stupidly quick, strong, you know, good in the air. And then you had like the very much just smaller, more fragile but agile tricksters. And yeah, it's just so funny how they both matched up like that. They didn't even balance out. They just decided to go one way or the other. You were either a Kaká Brazilian or you were a Ronaldo Brazilian, and nothing in between. Party animal or religious, you know what I mean? It was mad. That's basically what that is. It's just two completely polar opposite front threes. Yeah, I don't want to give too many compliments to Liverpool whilst I'm watching them, but yeah, listen, Mane Mane, Firmino, and Salah was. I'm trying to think where they rank in terms of Premier League front threes, because it's the longevity that they done it for is really quite something. They're right up there, to be honest. They're right up there. I'm trying to think, where do they rank? Obviously, you have Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez. I was really on board with that one. As much as I hated them, I said, "Raw, that is a front line." You know, Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez was devastating. Man City, I don't really feel like Man City have ever had that because they rotate so much. You know, sometimes it is Sterling, then it's Mahrez, then it's Sane, and it's Jesus, Aguero, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo. Like they don't really have that they don't really have those figureheads that you look to and say, yeah, those are the trio. So I ain't really even going to bring City into this because they just rotate like crazy. Messi, Eto'o, Henry. I'm more thinking Prem, but that was obviously ridiculous as well. Barca have had some stupid front threes, man. David Villa needs a mention as well. Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling. You listen. That's what, you know. I don't know where that ranks in terms of goals scored in a Premier League campaign, but that was a very, very nasty attack. They did some serious damage as well. That's you've named, you know, the two best front threes for Liverpool I've seen. You know, that's without question, that one there and the other one as well. And all you know, all six of them, big problems. Big problems. I'd say that I'd rank the Salah, Firmino, and Mane one obviously higher because they won more, they did it for longer, and yeah, I mean that's all you really need to really justify it on. Really, won more trophies, done it for longer. I think Sterling wasn't there for that long, so it kind of messed up the whole thing. But yeah, it was good. It was mad. Yeah, I saw the Taremi news. He was always gonna go at some point. He was available on a free this summer anyway, so I hope he smashes it, you know. I do hope he smashes it. Who else has been there? There definitely isn't any other United ones post Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez for me. They've had great forwards like Di Maria. Obviously, that didn't work out. They haven't really had a devastating forward line like that post Ferguson. Arsenal. Arsenal don't really have, since the Burgundy boys. Yeah, I'm not counting last season's, that's for sure. They obviously did their thing for the majority of the season, but not enough sample size, I'm afraid. This season hasn't helped. Someone said Ayu, Benteke, and Schlupp. You are foul for bringing that up. Absolutely foul. Oh, do you know what's so funny about Benteke, right? Benteke at Aston Villa was a demon. Yeah. Benteke at Aston Villa was banging in the goals. He took a couple free kicks, I think I remember. He was physically a presence. He scored some brilliant acrobatic volleys, and you know he was on point. And then when he went to Liverpool, it just went left. It just went very left. It's the same as Andy Carroll. He was. I don't even think Carroll was cooking as much at Newcastle as Benteke was cooking at Villa, but I think Carroll was starting to cook up something. and then he went to Liverpool, and it just went to shit. Just too many injuries. But yeah, man. And then obviously at Palace as well, stinky. So I don't know. And Balassi was cold. Yeah. Balassi at Palace was cold, but again, injuries. Jason Punch and Zaha. Yeah, man. There's some nice Premier League wingers in here. But these ain't part of the convo. And in terms of the greats, trying to think of Arsenal's. Has there been an Arsenal front line that's just like across the board being feared? I mean, Aubameyang, Alexis Sanchez, and who else? I mean, I think I might be able to put something together there. I don't know. Feels kind of unfortunate for Alexis Sanchez not to be involved in this conversation because he was ridiculously good. But I can't think of who was on that right hand side. Was it Theo Walcott? I think Sanchez, Walcott, and obviously you had Aubameyang, Lacazette. I'm trying to think. There was a front three, but I feel like I'm struggling. You've pointed out Perez. Yeah, Perez, Henry, Bergkamp. Yeah, ridiculous. Ozil. Yeah. Ozil was a 10, but yeah, it's tough. For all the goals Walcott scored, he's not really looked on very fondly, you know. I know he was a bit one-dimensional. He was basically running behind and blitz everybody for pace, and that's about it. But he did get a lot of goals for Arsenal. I don't know how Arsenal fans look at him in reflection. I don't know. I know they don't really like Giroud, which is fair enough because he missed a lot of chances. But Walcott scored a lot of goals. Adebayor, Nasri. What United Trinity? Oh, the one before I was alive. Mm. 5 minutes of injury time. Fulham hanging on for dear life in terms of the tie. They're one goal away from being in it, one goal from being completely out of it. So whilst they're 1-0 down and there's still enough time on the clock, we can hang in there and hope. But at the moment, it's not looking good. You know, if they can get to the 70th minute and they're still in this position, then they would have to get a move on and get that goal. But they'd still be in it. But yeah, if Liverpool get another one, then we're wrapping this. We're wrapping this tie. There's not really much more to it. Free kick for Fulham. It's not a great delivery, man. It's not a great delivery. Because if somebody does get their head on it, they're not scoring from that range. Did not put that in the danger zone at all. They got a corner now. Come on. Cross comes in. Cleared. Liverpool again. So Liverpool look very, 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 very professional today, man. They don't look like a team that's going to give much away. Everybody seems back there like they've got the mentality of we shall not be moved. Nunes has switched it to Elliott. Elliott, that's a great ball. Oh, that's a great ball. Unlucky. Elliott is Elliott is potentially that creator that Liverpool don't tend to usually have under Klopp. You know, they go for the Wijnaldums and the Hendersons, and I know Szoboszlai can create, but sometimes he can look a little bit wayward in his passing. But Elliott looks like he looks like a real agile creator. He looks like that guy in between the lines that just wants to be the link. And if he does kick on, as I've been seeing in recent games, man, he looks like as if he's been kicking on. So I don't know if he's ever going to be a starter, but even as a squad player, that's all you really need. If you need a plan B and he's going to pop up and start pulling strings, then something different. But that was a good ball, man. Is Elliot getting booed? Why? Did he play for Fulham? I know you had Wilson, and Wilson's at Fulham. He's on the bench today. I know he used to be in your academy. I think he came from your academy. You loaned him out to Derby, and he was on loan during Frank Lampard's season. And he was slapping in free kicks, to be fair. I thought he was going to potentially get a chance at Liverpool, but never happened. Never happened. I thought he might be. Oh, you signed him from Fulham. Okay. Fair enough. Here's Willian. It's just a bit behind. Nunes. That's definitely out for a throw for Fulham. I think, was it? No. Yeah. Nearly at half time. 30 seconds left. He wasn't patient enough. Played 6. That's what I'm saying. I don't really remember Elliot in a Fulham shirt. So to the point where I completely didn't even realize you signed him from there. You're saying he got 16 minutes for them and he's getting booed. He played 16 minutes for Fulham. That's mad. I do not remember him wearing a Fulham shirt at all. Yeah, it's true. McAllister's brought some of that control, man. McAllister's definitely brought some of that control. He's he's just come from Brighton, fresh out of Brighton, you know. And look at the football they played last year. So, yeah. That's something that they've lacked since Thiago's been so injury prone, is someone that can put their foot on the ball and dictate the tempo a bit more and stop it from being such a back and forth, which I think is why obviously Thiago was signed in the first place, to just bring something different, but he's not been able to keep himself fit. And I think McAllister is going to bring something similar. Half time. This is not going according to plan. But I did predict a Liverpool win, so I'm not surprised if they do win. I said 2-1. They're winning 1-0, so let's see. But at the moment, we're not getting what we want. Fulham don't look particularly threatening. They don't look particularly dangerous. Liverpool look like they have them exactly where they want them. You know, it's almost like Van Dijk and Kwanzaa have just got their hands on man's forehead, and just the Fulham players are just running and getting all worked up and angry. But Van Dijk and Kwanzaa are just standing there with their hands on the man's head, just saying, bruv, shut up. You're not doing anything today. Just be quiet. Very, very much keeping themselves, keeping everybody at arm's length and just handling business. So let's see if the second half brings anything different, but I don't think it will, unless they get an absolute bollocking at half time. It's a shame, because to be honest, the only goal that was scored is the massive L from the right back at Fulham, Castagna, and then obviously Leno, just weak wrists. So it's not really the way you want to concede in a semi-final. Thiago's contract must be running out at the end of the season, surely. I'd say that's got to be it for him in the Premier League. He's in the wrong league to have injury issues and, you know, all those things. He needs to play. I think Thiago should go back to Spain, to be honest. I think he should go. You look at like a Santi Cazorla, extended his career out there. Isco's still balling out. I feel like Thiago should just go back to Spain, go and play for one of those mid-table Spain teams and just absolutely run the show. and ball out. You know, that's for me makes the most sense. No point being in the Premier League in this condition. It's just not gonna work. And I feel like Liverpool brought in enough midfielders to replace him now. Anyway, they've got Jones. Jones has kicked on. Elliott's there. McAllister's there. Szoboszlai's there. Gravenberch is there. Endo's there. Probably going to get another 6. Don't really need Thiago, man, to be honest. Don't need Thiago. I know he's quality on his day, but he don't have enough days. That's the problem. Right, let me just check if there's any news at halftime, because there was a lot of chat before the game about certain players. Is Reina going to go to Nottingham Forest? Former wonder kid, American. What's going on there? Verbal agreement between Inter and Taremi is confirmed and ready, as reported 2 weeks ago. Contacts are taking place on a daily basis to proceed with the formal steps. 2-year contract, option for further season, free agent for June. So that is that deal situation. That's that situation pretty much looking like it's wrapped. Trippier, apparently no new bid. It's over, apparently. So Newcastle not going to get their money. We only do what we want. We only do what we are 100% convinced of. Their last bid rejected of 15 million euros. Stance has firmly been not for sale. And the club want 25 million euros, apparently, according to Newcastle. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. The deal is off. Yeah, it's not confirmed yet. Yeah, I don't know how they've managed to do it. Unless it's obviously Harry Kane get him his friend, his best friend. I think they're actually friends, right? Keep your number 9 happy. You know, he's just moved out of England, and yeah, just get him a friend, in it, off the pitch antics and whatnot. So, and Dyer's not good enough to play for Bayern Munich, but he's not going to play. He's going to be 4th choice behind Kim Min-jae, Upamecano, maybe even De Ligt. Don't know what's going on with De Ligt, to be honest, at this point with his career. And then they were looking at a DM in the summer, and Dyer's played DM before, so he's emergency cover there as well if they have to use him. So he's just going in there to be emergency cover. The man has fallen forwards. I don't know how he's managed to play, how he's played at Tottenham for the last couple of years and then moved to Bayern Munich. This is life. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this kid does. Heard a lot about him, but he's playing right now. Is it a cup game? They subbed him on. They subbed him on against Union Berlin. There's a couple of minutes left, is it? No? Time are we at in this game? 67. Yeah, they subbed him on for Upamecano on 46 minutes. So he must be injured, Upamecano, then. He must be injured. I think he is. Yeah. So Upamecano got injured, and Dyer's been subbed on, and De Ligt is not on the bench, so he must be injured as well. No, sorry, De Ligt starts. Kim Min-jae's at the Asian Cup, so that's why he's getting the game time. Yeah, he didn't start, so that's like he's 4th choice. Like I said, he's 4th choice. He's 4th choice. He's 4th choice. I've just seen that Paulinho chance again. It's pissing me off. That brother should have hit the target, man. Fulham's best chance of the game. Ziyech scored for Morocco. Let me take a look at Afcon scores. What's going on? Make sure you smash up the likes, guys, if you haven't already. Don't forget. Morocco 1-0 up against Zambia. Tanzania 0-0 against Congo. This is Group F. And in Group F, Morocco are top and going through pretty comfortably in the end, it seems. And so they have the league table for the 3rd place teams. I've never seen this. I didn't scroll down. Ghana bottom of this 3rd place teams situation league table. with 2 points. Zambia's 5th with 2 points, so both of them going out. And then Ivory Coast just about seem to be in the top 4, which appears to be enough to qualify for the knockouts. Is it top 4? I think it's top 4 third place teams. It's mad for Ghana, man. I'm surprised nobody's clocked it. Yeah. Praying on my enemy's downfall. It's on the screen. People asking me, is this a hate along? Like, just look at the bottom of the screen. How you not see that? Do I look like I come in peace? I had a clear agenda today, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's going to plan. I had a clear agenda. 2 goalless draws in Afcon. That's very unlike Afcon. Afcon's usually a madness. Taking it easy today. I haven't been the same since the handball. The thing is, he was sent off. It's not like Thierry Henry for France against Ireland, and he got away with it and he wasn't sent off, right? That's different. He didn't get sent off in that game. I think that was a qualifiers for the Euros. Henry handballs it. No one says anything. But the Suarez one is blatant, obvious. He saved it. He was sent off. Penalty was given, and penalty was missed. Unfortunately, the penalty was missed. Your opportunity to score was there. Didn't take it. I think he missed the target completely. It was Asamoah Gyan. So, yeah, man. He missed a penalty that he shouldn't have missed, man. And he didn't even hit the target, from what I remember. He absolutely just roofed it. He's a bastard for it, though, because I remember when he walked off the pitch, and then when the penalty was missed, he started celebrating, running up and down like a madman. I was just thinking, this is absolutely insane. Yeah, he is. It's not spoken about. Yeah, Senegal and Morocco are the favorites, man. Senegal and Morocco. I tried to sneak Algeria in there, but I wasn't really sure. I just said Senegal and Morocco before the tournament started. Because obviously Senegal won the last Afcon. I got to see them up close there. And then obviously Morocco did a great World Cup. So that's what I was basing it on. Algeria, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I thought Algeria were going to get out of their group in Group D. And they didn't. They finished bottom. So I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. I didn't realize they finished last in the last Afcon as well. Obviously, I know they didn't qualify for the World Cup, and that was a bit of a mare from them. But the last Afcon, they were shocking as well. So, yeah, man, Algeria, they sacked their manager today, or he resigned or whatever. So there's a lot going on at Algeria. It looks like they're gonna have to have a reshuffle with the team. I think Mahrez is potentially going to retire if he hasn't already. So there's a lot going on with Algeria since they won the last Afcon in was it 2019? Eunice was saying. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Recovering. I mean, I think he put out a video on the manager sacking, so that will be a full circle now, isn't it? Obviously, last night out the comp, despair, all you could eat Chelsea this morning, recovery. Then the last video he's put out there tonight, obviously, it's manager sack, so full circle. So it's all come to an end. So. Oh dear, I don't know. And Chris Hughton sacked as well, and that had to happen because the toxicity around the Ghana camp was crazy. From what was it, the first game? I think people started going off. So, but yeah. Wasn't expecting Cape Verde to be like this, but hey, if they go on to, I'd love for them to go on to win it. You know, I would love a real underdog story. Ideally, that would be brilliant. You know, let them go and win it, because there's been so many shocks and so many upsets and so much attention to this tournament now of like people being like, wow, I didn't see that coming, which is brilliant, because Afcon is chaos, right? And people thought, oh, the favorites would go through and handle business. No, nobody cares about your representation of European clubs. The climate's different. You're not used to it. Hold that. So it's brilliant. So it'd be great just to cap it off if someone could go and actually finish off the job as one of the underdogs. We'll have to see. When's the next FIFA stream? So it won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Big Six. Won't be Friday because we play against Villa. Show, I think, this weekend. I have to pick a day. This weekend. Fabrizio, there will be a meeting, direct contact for Chelsea to discuss Duran and understand the conditions of the deal. I can confirm there is an interest in Duran from Chelsea, but Chelsea have not decided yet whether they want to proceed. I'm going to get absolutely sick listening to all this nonsense. Oh dear. The interest is very real. Oh, right. Second half. Oh, right. Thoughts on Kwanzaa. Very impressive. Very impressive. You know how I see it with young centre backs, particularly they don't peak until late. So for him to come in and I haven't seen no errors. You know, I've seen calm head, good in possession. He's got the frame for this, so he looks good. Looks very good. It's exactly what Liverpool needed, really. So, yeah, very impressed. Ever since I think it was the Newcastle away game, I saw him in that game, and then that's the first time I saw him properly, and then since then I've not seen any errors really. Right, second half's kicked off. Timer is a little bit delayed, but it will be on screen. After a second, let's see if these lot can get themselves into gear. Fulham, just give me something, man. Give me something, please. Oh, Liverpool on the break. Oh, shit. They should have scored. And at least they should have forced Leno into a save. Oh, that's poor. The way that attack has fizzled out is crazy. That's a big chance for Liverpool gone begging there, gone missing. Should have done better. And he's onside as well. Nunes leaves it alone. Diaz squares it. Should have just hit it with his left, man. Diaz should have hit that with his left. Or just cut in and shoot, but tried to tee up somebody that wasn't there. Time is still lagging behind. Come on, Fulham, man. Do something. Give me a Willian impact second half. Bring on maybe Wilson or something. I don't know. They have nothing. Doesn't feel like they have much. You are absolutely lying. No Villa fan has called themselves King Kai on YouTube, I can assure you. You are a liar. You are an actress. Nah, listen, I don't want to do that for Levi. Obviously, Levi Cole has got his own struggles this season, majority from most of the time he's been out of position at left back, so that hasn't helped. But I wouldn't swap him. You know, I think Levi Colwill, there's a reason why Liverpool were interested in the first place. He's got a high potential. But it's been a bit of a struggle this season. But we are 10th and they are or 9th and they are top of the league. So, you know, talk about stable conditions to come into for a young centre back. You probably pick Liverpool. Got the best goalkeeper in the world behind you. You got Van Dijk next to you. You're not playing every single week if you're Kwanzaa, which is important to note. It's usually Konate. So there's less pressure, less game time, less responsibility. You know, if Colwill was playing third string or fourth string, or playing next to Van Dijk, I'm sure he'd be doing very well. So, you know, these factors make a big difference. Colwell's been playing every single week, out of position most times. It's not been good. It's not been good, but it is what it is. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. This Duran brother. Let me gather some information. Here's Nunes, left side. Gomez shoots over the bar. Not the right decision there. I've heard this, yeah. People keep saying this. Afcon is about finding the joy in others' misfortunes than it is about your own nation actually doing what they're meant to do with the expectations. Oh, wow. What a summary. Here's Willian cutting inside. Right side, Reed. Blocked. Let's see. No, I wouldn't take Evan Ferguson, sorry. He's not ready. 50 minutes gone. Corner. Ball into the box. Willian blocked again. Nunes is chasing Robinson. Well done. Brilliant. He looks like a good player, Robinson. Looks like a very good player. Who needs a left back? Like, what top team needs a left back? I'm trying to think. Do you know who needs a left back? Arsenal. Arsenal need a left back. That's who need a left back. Arsenal. Arsenal need a left back. They're enjoying this right footer at left back thing too much. Tomiyasu, Timber. Arsenal need to sign that guy. Stop trying to think about Timber at left back. So play him somewhere else. And yeah, I think that could work. Yeah, that could work. Nice and low cost probably as well. Probably not going to cost the world. Not going to break the bank. Just nice, strong, steady individual. Kind of like a Tierney, but without the injuries. I think that's a solid move. Zinchenko can't defend. Yeah, I think that's a play. Here's Willian. Free kick. This is not going well for me, man. Now, Tomiyasu's right-footed. Yeah, there's no versatility in the options. Tomiyasu tucks in, inverts, or has to stay back and not overlap Martinelli. Same applies to Timber. If he was to play there, he's going to invert. Zinchenko's inverting. Like, there's just nobody who wants to go the other way, stretch. Yes. But you're not listening. Listen, you can do that. Oh, hit the post. I can't believe Fulham have not scored this chance. You can do this, but you shouldn't have no option to do something different, right? Say now your way of playing is not working or you've been found out. You should have a left-footed fullback who can overlap and give Martinelli some support. You don't have to play inverted fullbacks every single game, bro. You know, you don't need to play left back inverted fullbacks every game. You can change your style if you need a goal. No, Tomiyasu's right-footed. I really don't know how Fulham have not scored this. Oh, that's just agonizingly close. Why do you need three left backs that can invert anyway? Seems crazy. He's both footed. $54 minutes. I wasn't Pep's assistant. Funnily enough, Arsenal were playing better last year when they were following more Klopp football instead of Pep. Now they've tried to do the control Pep thing and they're worse off. Points wise, goals wise. So being a copycat doesn't win you Premier Leagues, mate. Because you're never going to be better than the original. Do you understand? You're just going to be the B-Tech version. So you can do all the copying you want, but the original exists and the original is still alive. So unless you're going to bring something different to the table, then you're going to be forever in Pep's shadow. Unless that's what you want. You just want to be in Pep's shadow? Go for it. Even Klopp's taken something from him and he's doing it completely different. They're saying Arteta's a plant. Manufactured. They're saying Arteta's a plant. They're saying Cat Williams was calling Arteta out and saying that he's a plant. He's an industry plant. It's a madness. I know he's from La Masia, right? And he's got that school of thought as well, but you can evolve, you know, you can add your own little flavor into the thing. You don't have to cook the same meal with the same ingredients, you know. You don't have the same ingredients. That's the problem, right? But yeah, you can add your own little flavor on the thing. Just because you were trained by a certain chef doesn't mean you have to prepare the meals exactly the same as he did or she did, you know. You can still make a few adjustments. It's 3-1 on aggregate. So Fulham don't look any more. I mean, listen, no, Fulham have had some chances, to be fair to them, second half. You know, they come close hitting the post here with this shot that really needed to go in. It's best chance available game. So yeah, that was a chance for Andres Pereira, hit the post. So they got to get that goal. Until they get that goal, it's really all for Liverpool to lose. Really, you know, it's just they need 2 goals, so they need to get the first one as soon as possible. Especially before Liverpool bring on Jota and bring on a couple players and freshen it up, and then you know Liverpool always seem to do better in the second half of games as well. Here's Nunes. Oh, big save from the keeper, Leonard out for a corner. Because the thing is, when Liverpool bring their changes on and they start freshening up a few things, they tend to go again and find a new lease of life, and then they might hit them for a second, and that's it. So if Liverpool are starting to drop off a little bit, this is the time to hit them. But I don't think they are. I think they're going to respond pretty quick. Someone said, um, someone said that he cut. Someone said Arteta cuts his hair twice a day. What does that even mean, David? What does that even mean? Big up Owen in the chat. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? No, do you know? I'm gonna give him credit. No, I don't think he just stumbled upon it. No, I don't think that was I don't think it was an accident. Um, I think sometimes Arteta overthinks, and he gets inside his own head. And I think that might be the biggest problem. I remember when there was an answer to a simple question in a presser and he started speaking on sometimes we play 4-5, sometimes we play 20, 25, 30 formations a game, da 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 da. And I'm just like, bro, you don't need to do this. Like, this was a simple question, there was a simple answer. You're overcomplicating the thing. Um, Sometimes it feels like he tries to do too much because he might be second guessing, he might just be second guessing himself, or he might be overcomplicating it for himself where he doesn't need to. And I think, or he's just assessed it differently, which is, he's maybe assessed last season the drop off in energy levels towards the end. And he's thought to himself, right, I'm going to have to sustain this over the course of a season. So I'm going to have to drop the tempo and we're going to have to put our foot on the ball and sustain it for longer. Now, you could have gone that way, which is what he's chosen, or you could have gone Klopp's way, which is we're going to still play rock and roll, but we're just going to make sure that we are physically, ready for the challenge. And we got the depth maybe in the places and positions we were lacking in, like Saka. And we're going to make sure that the mentality side of things is on point as well. And there isn't a drop off there, which there was for Arsenal. So you could have looked at it multiple ways. You could have looked at it as a fitness thing, or you could look at it as a squad depth thing, or a mentality thing, or a bit of everything. And he's chosen to make it a tactical and a stylistic thing. Has he improved the depth in the attacking positions? Trossard, yes. Havertz, no. Saka, nothing still with him. Striker, still nothing changed. So he's chosen his path, he's chosen his path. Let's see if it works. But I was always maintaining that I don't feel like Arsenal should really change too much from what they did last season. They were brilliant, and they have one of the youngest teams in the league. So it's not like as if their players are getting older and they've been playing at this high octane level, high intensity level for 5, 6, 7 years, like Liverpool players did, and now they need to freshen up the midfield. Like Arsenal players, they just started. They're only just getting started. Do you know what I mean? They haven't even started yet. So this is where, when Liverpool fans were like, "Yo, you need to slow your roll with all of this comparison shit," I get where they're coming from, because Liverpool were hitting these heights for 5, 6 years, or whatever it was, right? I don't know if it was 5, 6 years, but minimum 4, 5 years with that group of players playing at this high intensity level, Champions League finals, Premier League last days, and then Arsenal do it one season when no one was expecting it, which is different to Liverpool where everybody expects it. And then started running their mouth. And it's like, you didn't win anything. No one was expecting you to do it. You weren't in Europe in terms of the latter rounds because you knocked out Sporting Lisbon. You got a young team, so you should be able to play at this high intensity. And you didn't even finish the job. And then next season, you changed your whole identity. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's mad. Don't feel like it had to be done, but it's being done. You have to evolve. Yeah, I think you have to evolve, but not necessarily after one season, bro. Not after one season. I don't think. I don't think you have to evolve every single season. You can change personnel, add depth, add competition. You could do loads of different things. But I don't think you had to change your whole style. And it's the thing is, it's drastically changed. Like, it's not even like a minor thing. You've actually drastically changed your whole way of playing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. All I know is that Havertz was a shit signing. So that's one thing I do know. I don't know about nothing else. I just know that Havertz signing was wrong. Oh, Nunes, very close to making it 2-0. Very, very close. He's been getting better last couple of games. I know statistically he's doing nice for himself, but last couple of games he's been very good. This was very close to continuing the form. That's a good strike. Yeah, I just know the Havertz signing is a bust. That's something I do know. Terrible signing. No agenda thing, just dumb signing, bro. You're sitting at the top in terms of where you've been in the last maybe 5-6 years. You have your pick of any midfielder and you choose that, brother. Insanity. Absolutely insanity. Instead of choosing someone in form, confident, you choose someone who needs resurrecting when you're trying to stay at the top. Baffling. Absolutely baffling. Yeah. Yeah, listen, Smith Rowe, I've been saying it for months, bro. If Smith Rowe can get his shit together fitness-wise, he's clear in that position, you know. In the left half space, that's his. It should be his position, man. He should be taking that position and running with it. It's literally up for grabs. It's always been up for grabs. He's just a better player, but I don't know if he's gonna take it. Let's see. If they had Smith Rowe, like Croydon, De Bruyne before the injury, if they had him, and then they had Odegaard of last year, Saka, Martinelli of last year, bruh, you know, they'd be cooking again in the attack, man. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I think Smith Rowe can take it, but I just don't know if his fitness can be sustained. I don't know if he's over his problems injury wise. I don't know. We'll have to see. If he is, then he's definitely got everything it takes. It's all down to his own mentality and his own fitness and his own commitment. I've never seen such a position up for grabs. Honestly, I've never seen such a position up for grabs. It's literally right there, staring him in the face. You know, who would you rather have, a right footer in the left half space or a left footer? You know, it's right there, man. It's mad. We will discuss it in the morning. I gotta make that video, and yeah, I need to give myself a moment, take that shit in, because that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I need to take a moment. Any more tweets on it? Nope. What can I say? Nah, I don't think so. I saw a lot of teams put up low blocks against Arsenal last year, but they still managed to find a way through. You know, there was a lot of variety out there. You know, there was teams that parked at the Emirates that tried to stop Arsenal because Arsenal didn't just go the whole season of just blitzing teams and no one didn't start respecting them and be like, yeah, we need to do something different against them. Like, at some point, teams did like start respecting Arsenal and say, okay, this is actually a serious team. They're top of the league and they've only dropped points twice. We need to try and stop them. And the only problem is, as you just said in the comments, like Arsenal used to score goals early. So, and then sometimes they get late winners and those were the low blocks and Nelson would pop up or something, would happen. But sometimes they would just score early. And, if you get the goal early, you open up the team to have to come out a bit. And that's where you can also get past the low block. Sometimes when we talk about low blocks, we don't talk enough about just getting the early goal. You don't, the best way to defeat a low block is to get an early goal. You don't want to play against a low block for 80 minutes, then score. Then hurry up and score. Do you know what I mean? Going up against low block, there's no point pissing around for 60, 70 minutes doing all this intricate shit and not scoring until late on. You need to open up that low block as soon as possible. So you need to score. And that's what Arsenal were doing, man. They were catching teams out. First 10 minutes, they were just going at it. And once you get the goal, you can sit in the block if you want, or you can try and get back in the game. It's up to you. But there's definitely teams that went there with a low block. Newcastle were one of them. They did get a point. But yeah, no, they were that good, man. They were that good. It wasn't just bare spacing behind like that. It was a good performance most of the time. Oh, heavy touch. But I think a big part of this is Partey as well. Partey was ridiculous, before the back end of the season. Partey's passing against these blocks was the reason why some of the time they just got through so easily, because Partey would play these line breakers that just very difficult to defend against. And then obviously you had Zinchenko tucking into midfield as well. And he was doing his thing, but Partey was playing these ridiculous passes into Odegaard and just pissing up the place, man. So Rice can't really do it like Partey does. That might be a little bit of a change. Wide to the post. Wide. He can't stay fit. And he went missing at the end, made mistakes, but he was that good at the beginning. He was that good. Yeah, this game is not living up to it wasn't even hyped, really. I hyped it because I thought I was going to be able to get out of here with something, but it appears not. I'm not leaving with nothing. What have I been watching? No, I watched Lift. Kevin Hart was in that new film that came out. It wasn't really that great, to be honest. It feels like a story plot that's been done about 50 million times. There's two story plots I'm sick of. Friends that weren't meant to be together, and then they ended up together because they, grew in attraction. Boring. And these action film-ish type, yeah, just not enough for me. Beekeeper was good though. I watched that in the cinema. That was very action packed, but that was actually fun to watch. That was actually good. But there's not much good films coming out like that. Can't lie, it's not great. I feel like the older films were a lot better. There doesn't seem to be a lot of great shit coming out at the moment. Give me recommendations though if you got it. Yeah, I did watch the Squid Game season. I watched the Squid Game seasons, the reality show. That was good. I did enjoy that. But obviously I was really enjoying the original as well. I've watched it all across the board. I even watched Mr. Beast version of it as well. That was good. On YouTube, obviously the original one, which is the best, which is ridiculously good. Is that you saying the season 2 in that coming out? In the original one? That would be great. If that's coming out, I'm on board. I'm ready. I've not watched Hunger Games. or anything like that. But Squid Games, yeah, I'm on that. And the reality show was good. I wish I was on that. I could have gone to the end. It's mad because like people are getting like really emotional and shit. I don't know. Like, would you get emotional in that situation? You're on a reality show. You know you're not gonna die like the man them did in the actual series. You know, you're just trying to get money. If you don't get the money, you don't get the money. But I don't know. People are getting really emotional in that thing. I guess it is a bit of a tough thing to go and do your away from your families and stuff, long period of time, and in some big gigantic hall full of bunk beds. But I don't know. Fly paper. Nice guys is 10-10. Okay. Noted. The one with Ryan Gosling, 10-10 movie. Okay. I'll definitely watch that because I actually want to watch a movie tonight. Um I've the thing is with me, I'll watch a series, but I don't want to watch like series after series after series after series. Because once you get through a series, I tend to binge watch them as well. I just kind of want to take a break after that. You know, take a bit of a break, reset, go again. You know what I mean? I can't go series to series to series to series. It's too much. Like, do a series, take a bit of a break, take a week off, go again, take another couple days off, go again. So I like to break up the series with a couple films. And yeah, I think that one sounds like everybody's on board. No, I'm not watching Love Island. I only watched it once. I've not watched it since, and I haven't watched it before that. I only watched it one time, and that was on Twitch with Rants and Daps, and that was just funny. And I think what spurred me to watch it was the fact that Nations League was so shit. Because we started off watching Nations League, and Nations League was so crap, and I'm so against Nations League. I hate it. So then I just said I'm gonna watch Love Island because I'm just taking a piss. I'm gonna start running jokes. And then we got Daps in it, which was great. And then Rants was in it as well. And I think DG started to join it as well sometimes. So it was just ripping the piss. It was funny. But I wouldn't watch it again. Like, wouldn't watch it again. And I definitely wouldn't watch it in the winter. I always said I wouldn't do those winter ones. If the summer is dead, then I might flick on the thing at the summer. Like if there's nothing going on. Say the transfer news is dead like it is January and there's no summer tournament and it's just dead. And I'm like, all right, we got a free opening here for something outside the perimeters. But during the January when football's on and it's Afcon and transfers dead, but there's football on. Nah. I don't know why they do 2 a year anyway. They do 2 a year, man. It's too much. 2 a year is mad. It's mad. It's mad. What am I watching now? I'm not watching anything. No, I'm not watching any series at the moment. I'm not watching any series. I've finished with what was the last series I was watching? Can't even remember. I've watched bare series in the last 6 months. But yeah, I'm not watching any series at the moment. I'm on films. I'm in my film bag. And I've just been going back to old films. Like I was watching Rush Hour. Yo, there's hope. There's hope. There's hope. Yo, run it back. Run it back, Fulham. Yo, run it back. Run it back. We're alive. We're alive. Oh my days. We had given up. We had given up. I'm telling you, we were talking about films and shit. We'd given up so bad. And Fulham out of nowhere have managed to find a goal. 1-1 down this left-hand side. It's not clean, but we don't care. It's not a clean goal, but we don't care. I hope this goes straight to penalties if they get another goal, but I don't know. Damn. And it's is it Harry Wilson, the assist? Well. What do we have here? Sounds like we got a game on our hands. Sounds like we got a game. Oh, there's extra time first. Come on. Come on. That's ridiculous. I can't be rooting for extra time. That's ridiculous. Half an hour more. I got a video to create. Got news to cover, bro. What's going on? I'm not gonna say no because I want Fulham to go through by any means necessary. If that means we have to go all the way to 10:30 penalty shootout, then so be it. But ideally, we would get this done in the 90, lads. But let's see. Mad, mad, mad. Uh, yeah, listen, we didn't give Fulham a chance. We didn't give Fulham a chance. We need another goal though. We need another goal. Issa Diop's just been booked. Jota's on for Liverpool, being on. So we need a second goal for Fulham. But I said if they could just keep it to 1-0, which they have, then they're always in the game. They're one goal away from making the game interesting. And they've done that. You know, they got to that 75th minute, 70th minute mark. They were still 1-0 down. They haven't been blamed. So they're here. They're here. The game is on. One goal from taking this further. Problem is, Liverpool, I mean, how often did they only score one goal in a game? Here's Elliot, clipped in. Headed away. Oh, he really wanted to hit that. You know, professional footballers, when the ball's dropping from the sky and they know that they're capable, they just light up inside because they just can't help themselves. If they ever make the right connection, they know it's a great day. Way too tempting. Oh, go on, take the shot. Nice. Oh, Wilson, former Liverpool player, almost. I thought it might go in, you know, because of the way they just hit the ground right in front of the keeper. I thought maybe Kelleher might struggle to read the flight of it and just palm it into the net or something, but it's gone out for a corner. Fulham are well in this game now. Let's see if they can do something out of nothing here. Corner, headed away. The vibe around the stadium must have changed now. There's belief. Crowd are up. Just got to be careful about the counters. And Liverpool, if Liverpool had got through there, I'm telling you now, it's a 2v0, 2v goalkeeper. Game over. That's the only thing that's a problem, is them counters right there. Liverpool are ready. They were set. They were very, very set. Is it? It's not a free kick, no? How has Raul Jimenez managed to continue that whole attack? He's done brilliantly there. I thought, is it not handball or something? I thought the referee's going to blow for a free kick or something. This guy's just out here juggling with the ball up against two centre-backs by himself for the longest. Here's Robinson. 10 minutes to go. Nice run. I saw Robertson making it. Oh, Kelleher. Yo, maybe they might have to bring, you know, if Klopp might have to bring on Alisson, you know, for the last 10 minutes. Might have to bring on Alisson if he's really trying to make sure that Liverpool get out of here with the result. Might have to bring on Alisson. I'd be calling for it if I was a Liverpool fan right now. I'd be calling for Alisson to come on. Wouldn't even be playing games. Oh, Fulham. Oh, he's just about made it through. He's very lucky. Centre back. Here's Willian. Cross. Cleared. Willian's worked his whole career to get back onto that left wing. He's loving life. Because at Arsenal, he was on the right as well. He's really worked his whole career to get back to this left wing. Now he's living again. He's loving it over there, man. It's like, wow, I can actually cut in. It's crazy. I'm telling you, Willian's so blessed right now. He's so blessed. He's in London. I don't know if him and David Luiz still own the restaurant, but he's living life. He's like, yo, I'm on the left wing. I couldn't be on the left wing for most of my career, and I'm back on the left wing. This is what dreams are made of. "82 minutes. Liverpool making subs, making changes. Absolute meltdown going on Chelsea Twitter right now with this whole Duran link. Meltdown. People are saying that PYS tweeted. Breaking, Jordan Brand are in negotiations with Chelsea and Spurs, but they would prefer Chelsea. Greater recognition as a football brand and past success. One major condition, they must play in European Cups next season. Shock. Imagine. We need to qualify for Europe. Imagine. So maybe we should sign Benzema and not Duran. Might give ourselves a better chance. Anybody who tells you that European football is not a must next season, they're not serious, bro. We need to get European football. You're going to get more sponsors, more money in the door, more chances on transfers, all these things. It's funny because we haven't even bid for Duran. People are already losing it. So imagine if we actually bring him in. Not even putting a bid. They're playing with fire, these lot. Here's William. Come on, Fulham, man. See, people don't even know who Duran is. I'm going to spend about 2 minutes of the video tomorrow morning explaining who this man is first before we even get into the link, because no one will even know who he is. It's a problem. We will be there. Kevin Durant. Oh, Lord of mercy. Kevin Durant. Y'all got KD. 5 minutes to go. Feels like too little, too late. But we'll see. Here's Jota. They brought Kanate on. Yeah. Let's see. Here's Elliot. Goalkeeper's going to clear. 4 minutes to go. Come on, Fulham. Oh, my fucking God. What in the world has happened with this centre-back, man? He's playing with fire. Tossing. Not to be over dramatic, but can we protest People are not going to protest just yet. To be fair, people won't protest until like if you're talking about proper protests, because it's not really, to be honest, online support that turns up at the protest. Because I've actually done a protest. You want a protest to really bang, you need the match going fans to get on board with it and to really be pissed. So you're not going to see a protest until there's boos and people are bringing banners to the stadium. Like, we're not even anywhere near that level. So in terms of, you just haven't even seen that. So we're nowhere near that point. It would have to like all come to an absolute stop. It would have to all come to an absolute dead end, and we'd be in relegation battle and really, really looking like we're going to go down, and then people might do that. But yeah. Here's Elliot. Jota. Saved. Running out of time. We're running out of time. 2 minutes left. I'm not seeing much more from Fulham. Looking like they're out of ideas. Running out of steam. Here's William. Right side. Come on. Ball in. Good delivery. Fulham, man. Come on. At least give us a chance. Oh, blocked. Why have you wasted that, man? Just take it down and take your time. Fuck's sake, man. Man's just hoofed it into for what is he doing? Just hoofed it for a throw in. Why not just take the ball down? What were you trying to do with your life? What were you trying to accomplish? Why not just take the ball down and just have a moment to just think? Fulham again. There's a couple of minutes to go. Extra minutes added on is not announced yet, but we are in the 90th minute. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of added on time. 4 minutes. It's not looking like they're gonna have enough time. Well, at least they were close, you know. I said 2-1 win to Liverpool, so they've outperformed my expectation, I guess, but it's a shame. Diaz got man of the match. Here's Jota. Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. Looks like it's a Chelsea-Liverpool final. For the 3rd time in 2 seasons. Or 3rd time in 3 seasons, I guess. Yeah, 3rd time in 3 seasons. It is what it is. We will be there. It's gonna be a big spectacle again at Wembley, man. Looks like if they win this cup, it's going to be a lot more sweeter because they're going to have to do it up against top of the table. And they have an audition against Liverpool at Anfield next week if they want to put a marker down. Play them twice in the next 2 months. Fulham ain't got they ain't got a hope in hell. There's nothing. Fulham ain't bringing nothing to this last couple of minutes. They ain't nothing here. I'm telling you that now. Nothing. Finished. Absolutely finished. They don't have nothing left. Nah, I don't watch anime. No, I don't watch anime. I'm not into all that. Apologies. Listen, brother. Take some accountability. Your team were going in with nasty tackles, and God or whoever higher power you believe in punished you, right? Adogi should have been sent off. Romero, nasty tackle. Your own lack of discipline and your own lack of control, especially being 1-0 up, cost you. And you always seem to have this lack of control when you're against us. You did it in the Battle of the Bridge. You done it in that game. That's your business. It's not our problem. You just, you know, people, the higher powers spoke and they balanced it all out. They said, right, you want to be nasty bastards? Then we're gonna start bringing you down one by one. Injuries. So that's your business. That's your business. I'm not scared of Liverpool because we've drawn against Liverpool like 6 out of the last 6 games. I want to play Fulham because we're more likely to beat Fulham because I want to win the cup. It's pretty simple. I'm not interested in playing the best team. I just want to win the cup. But it is game over and we will be playing Liverpool. And it is what it is. We're going to have to play Liverpool. So it's going to be a big game. We're going to go in as slight underdogs. But what can you do? What can you do? This is going to be it. We'll go in there and we've got to go in there and get a win, get a result. That's it. So got to win it the hard way. Got to win it the hard way. Right? That's that. We know who we're playing. Late February, Wembley, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Again, at Wembley. Again. Listen, it's a one-off game. We're not favourites. But it's a final. You know, it's 90 minutes. You got to deliver on the day. That's all it's about. You know, we don't know the landscape. Who will be available? It's too early to be doing previews and thinking about that game now because we don't know who's going to be injured, available, form. All these things will be taken into account before kickoff. Liverpool could have 3 key injuries. We might have everybody back. It could be the other way around. We just don't know. So we'll have to wait until the week of the game. See where Liverpool are in their respective objectives as well for their season. There's loads of things to play a part, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. We've got to win. Simple as that. We've got to win. Liverpool, by the way, Liverpool don't want to play us either. That's why Liverpool fans were hoping that Middlesbrough would go through. So it's not just us. No, none of the fan bases want to play each other because every time we play each other, it's a long day. We're not favourites because we're Chelsea and they're Liverpool. And that's it. As simple as that. You don't need to get into any detail. We're not favourites because half the team is injured, as it always has been this season, and their team is ready to go and they're top of the league. That's it. So, yeah, listen, Liverpool don't want to play us. We don't want to play them. The feeling is mutual. It's very mutual, but it is what it is. All right, cool. Let's wrap. I will see you guys again tomorrow morning. And yeah, we got some more pressing issues to discuss because it seems like Durag or Kevin Durant or Duran or I don't know what's going on. This brother is apparently going to sign for us or he's going to be a big target for us. So we'll be talking then. But yeah, until then, Big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace. Duran, blood clot.